Welcome, comrades. Today we are stepping back in time to the battlefields of World War II to take an in-depth look at the field life and military hardware of the Kingdom of Italy. We're going to find out exactly what fueled Il Duce's soldiers and what kind of machines they rode into battle. Before we crack open the Italian rations, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and hit the notification bell. Your support is absolutely vital for keeping this channel growing. Now let's not waste a single second. Open up the ration box and dive into our first topic, the Italian World War II field ration. Famously known as the Razione K, was engineered with distinct Mediterranean culinary traditions in mind. The core of the ration consisted of canned meats, hardtack crackers, and a thick, concentrated soup base. To keep morale high among Il Duce's troops on the front lines, the kit strictly included a portion of quality olive oil and tubes of rich cheese spread. Alcohol also held a special place in the daily intake. Each 24-hour pack came equipped with a small bottle of wine or a shot of cordiale, a potent herbal liqueur. Additionally, the ration was rounded out with instant coffee, sugar, salt, and dry bouillon cubes for a quick broth. Moving on from Mediterranean culinary traditions, it's time to look at Italy's heavy steel fist, their armored vehicles and self-propelled guns. Armored vehicles and SPGs. CV-33. This tiny tankette formed the absolute backbone of Italian armored forces during the opening stages of World War II. Saddled with paper-thin armor and armed exclusively with machine guns, Italian soldiers ironically nicknamed it the Tin Can. L3-38. A modernized variant of the light tankette platform, this iteration received an upgraded suspension system and more modern machine guns. Despite these refinements, the vehicle remained completely defenseless against virtually any enemy anti-tank rifle on the battlefield. L3LF. This specialized flame-throwing variant of the baseline tankette carried its volatile fuel mixture either inside a rear-mounted tank or in a dedicated towed trailer. While highly effective at clearing out enemy bunkers and pillboxes, it was a ticking bomb if caught in enemy crossfire. M1139. Designed as a medium tank, this platform was built to provide heavy fire support to frontline infantry units. However, its main 37mm gun was awkwardly mounted directly into the hull, with severely limited traverse angles, making tank-on-tank duels incredibly difficult for the crew. M1340. The most mass-produced Italian medium tank of the war, finally featured a proper, fully rotating turret housing a harder-hitting 47mm main gun. Unfortunately, due to poor armor plate metallurgy and a highly temperamental diesel engine, the design quickly became obsolete. P2640. Italy's only heavy tank design was actually much closer in technical specifications to German medium platforms like the Panzer IV. It featured decent sloped armor arrays, but it never got the chance to see mass combat deployment under the Italian flag before the armistice. Semovente da 4732. Built on the chassis of the L640 light tank, this light self-propelled gun was armed with a 47mm cannon. It was heavily utilized across the ranks as a nimble tank destroyer and an assault gun for close-range infantry fire support.
Main battle tanks are great, but without a steady supply chain and ammo drops, any army will grind to a halt. Up next, we're moving on to the powerhouse Italian trucks, artillery tractors, and specialized engineering vehicles. Gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the absolute perfect time to do it. Load up the cargo beds, comrades. Let's hit the road. Trucks and artillery tractors. Fiat 626. This medium cab-over-engine truck was the ultimate workhorse of the Italian military across every single theater of operations. It was highly praised by drivers for its excellent visibility and effortless field maintenance, and it was heavily pressed into service as a prize trophy vehicle by German forces. Fiat 634N, a heavy-duty cargo truck engineered for strategic transport of supplies, personnel, and even light tankettes. While the vehicle boasted an impressive payload capacity, it was notoriously slow and sluggish when navigating chewed-up frontline roads. Fiat 634NM, the modernized military-spec variant of the heavy platform, featured a reinforced chassis frame and a ruggedized cab design. This reliable diesel giant went on to serve throughout the entire war, surviving the punishing brutal logistics trials of the Eastern Front. Fiat 665NM. This heavy 4x4 all-wheel drive truck was specifically developed to conquer the grueling, unforgiving off-road terrain of North Africa. Its robust chassis also served as the structural foundation for Italy's first experimental protected armored personnel carriers used for infantry transport. Lancia Rowe. This legendary two-axle truck was outfitted with a unique German-designed two-cylinder diesel engine. The vehicle was famous across the ranks for its incredible mechanical resilience and its uncanny ability to run flawlessly on the lowest-grade unrefined fuel available. Alfa Romeo 800, a heavy-duty military truck featuring a high-output engine and a spacious forward-control cab layout. It was primarily deployed as a long-range logistics hauler and a heavy prime mover for towing large-caliber artillery pieces. Breda TP32. This heavy-wheeled artillery tractor, instantly recognizable by its distinct rounded body design, boasted phenomenal off-road cross-country mobility. It was custom-built for hauling massive siege artillery batteries and retrieving bogged-down armored vehicles from the mud. SPA TL37, a lightweight 4x4 artillery tractor featuring a highly innovative four-wheel steering system that gave it unparalleled maneuverability. It was the ideal platform for rapidly positioning light field guns into firing slots across the desert.
Staff cars, motorcycles, and scout cars. Fiat Tourney Tripoli. This light two-axle armored car was built on a commercial truck chassis specifically modified for colonial deployment. Armed with a single machine gun turret, it was primarily utilized for patrolling and securing the vast desert expanses of Libya. SPA Viberti AS-42. This highly specialized reconnaissance vehicle was engineered from the ground up for deep penetration scouting operations across the harsh Sahara Desert. The rugged wheeled Jeep could be heavily outfitted with automated cannons, heavy machine guns, or anti-tank rifles. Fiat 508CM. Nicknamed the Balila, this lightweight military staff car was adapted from a popular civilian compact car. Outfitted with raised ground clearance and a ruggedized suspension, it became a staple across the ranks for officer transit and field communications. Fiat 508 Balila, the baseline civilian model that served as the mechanical framework for countless utilitarian field ambulances and radio vans. Being simple, cheap to mass produce, and easy to maintain, this vehicle could be found in practically every Italian unit on the map. Fiat 1100C Coloniale. This elegant staff car was custom-tailored specifically for high-ranking command staff operating in the North African theater. It featured reinforced air filtration systems and a specialized body configuration engineered to withstand the blistering colonial sun. Breda 61. This half-track artillery prime mover was a direct license-built copy of the heavy German Krauss-Maffei KM M11 half-track. The heavy-duty machine was primarily tasked with towing large-caliber anti-aircraft batteries and heavy anti-tank guns. Moto Guzzi Alce.
This iconic military motorcycle was the premier two-wheeled mount of the elite Italian Bersaglieri motorized infantry regiments. It was frequently retrofitted with a front-mounted machine gun for high-speed, daring hit-and-run reconnaissance raids. Benelli M36, a lightweight dispatch motorcycle designed specifically for high-speed courier duties and relaying messages between command posts. It was highly valued across the military for its featherweight handling, excellent agility, and superb fuel economy. Bianchi 500. This heavy-duty, reliable motorcycle featured a reinforced frame and specialized factory military gear. Built like a tank, it stoically endured the brutal, unforgiving service conditions of both the scorching North African desert and the freezing Eastern Front.
And that brings our in-depth breakdown of Italian field life, armor, and logistics during World War II to a close. Today, we've seen firsthand just how unique, and sometimes downright bizarre, the Kingdom of Italy's engineering and culinary approach was during those turbulent years. From packing wine into standard combat rations to fielding pint-sized tankettes and highly agile desert patrol jeeps. Even though many of these designs couldn't go toe-to-toe with the heavy armor of their adversaries, they locked down a fascinating and permanent chapter in military history. Comrades, a massive thank you to everyone who stuck around until the very end of this mega episode. If you're loving this deep dive format, make sure to smash a massive like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so the YouTube algorithms actually drop our latest videos into your feed on time, as we continue to unearth the history of rare weaponry and military hardware from around the globe. Drop down into the comments right now and let me know which piece of Italian gear or ration element caught you completely off guard. I read every single post, and I'll be personally replying to the best ones. I'll see you in the next breakdown. And trust me, it's only getting better from here. Until next time, comrades, stay frosty and out.